were 3 Spider-Man in Spider-Man No Way Home. There's your spoiler warning. And today I'm gonna build the final battle where all the Spider-Man group up and face off against the Sinister Six in Lego. So we need to build like 12 characters, including a massive sand abomination, a retired Hogwarts professor, and a literal tree. I'm gonna reuse my Doc Ock and Green Goblin from my previous build. The boys are back, and I'm gonna order 2 more Spider-Mans. That sounds weird. Spider-Boys, Spider-Men, Spider-Men, and now Lizard.
Was that a dinosaur?
Why didn't he just stay in the van? You know what? This'll do. The Lizard was just a throwaway character anyways. I built a custom Ned and MJ, and I also bought a $30 Lego set just for a minifigure. I'm a true Lego collector. Wait, remember when I said I'm ordering some figures? Well, I got a little sidetracked. Okay, so we're gonna buy these 2 Spideys, and I have a really cool idea for these pieces, and these. It's gonna be insane. This is gonna cost a lot, so watch till the end. But now, for the most important character. He carried the whole movie. His presence just lit up the entire cinema. The tree.
This is like a tree monster, or like a scientist that turned into a tree.
It's just a tree, man.
I am seriously building the tree. I feel obligated to. And I've been saving something super special for this. And we're gonna open it. Alright, Pick a Brick Cup. You've been sitting on my desk unopened for 5 months, but awaken. We got some leaves, we got some plates, we got some brooms, we got some bread. So I grabbed a whole bunch of these new leaf pieces and I used the leaf weaving technique to build 3 sections and then stacked them up. And it was done. I knew I had to pay respects to this beast of a villain because he could easily solo the entire MCU. Light work. Now one of the funniest characters in the entire movie has to be Electro. He actually has a real design now. He's no longer a blue airhead and I'm gonna build him. So I grabbed some minifig parts and whipped up a custom. And for his electricity, the Bricklink has arrived. Let's crack it open. The demonetization scissor. This is the greatest moment of my life. We got 2 more Spider-Man pieces for a multiverse portal and these transparent yellow pieces for Electro's lightning. So I used a neck bracket piece and built up an electricity suit which I attached to Electro and he was done. But before we get any further, I have a challenge for all of you. In this video, there are a bunch of iconic Bully Maguire quotes. I've already said some and there's a lot more later in the video. Comment down below the timestamps. Don't fail this challenge or I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. Sandman time. Only issue is, he's huge. He's a literal giant, and he might even be bigger than the structure itself. I decided to use dark tan as the color, and it's build time. I built a tiny section before realizing that I screwed up. I forgot to build a foundation. So I got to it. I built a strong foundation and connected the previous part, but then I realized that I need more pieces. So I'm gonna destroy my previous Lego build. If you don't know what that is, I built the bridge battle scene with Dr. Octopus fighting Spider-Man, and it's gonna take a tumble. Goodbye, old friend. It's for the better. You know it's bad when you're about to cry over plastic. So I sorted it all back up and got back to building, and the new reinforcements came in clutch. It was actually going really well for once. I added some arms that didn't fall off and break after 2 seconds. Scratch that. And got some nice shaping with the slopes and mixels. I also stacked some plates like a staircase and curved it to represent rubble flying around Sandman. But even though it might have been really detailed now, the build was just too fragile and literally broke every time I laid a finger on it. I didn't even bother trying to make the head, so I decided to put it all aside from now and start working on the scaffolding that the Spider-Man were fighting on. I have no idea how I'm gonna build this. So I looked around my parts collection and sets and grabbed every round piece that I could possibly use for the pillars and got to work. I came up with this awesome design that was simple enough to mass produce, which was a relief considering how Sandman went. I built a simple base. Yes, we did it right this time. I learned from my mistakes. Then I added some pillars using some bar pieces, lightsaber hilts, and telescopes. I even built one of the scaffolding breaking apart using this mixel joint connection and this awesome bed bark technique because this is a battle after all, and I just kept repeating the process and stacking them up. I polished it all up, but I was not done there. This was the final flippin' battle. So I decided to build 2 more scaffolding sections, and I used some different colors because I just kept running out of bar pieces. Now the scaffolding might have been done for now, but we still have Sandman to build. I quickly realized that I reached a dead end with the old design, so let's start a new one. After trying out many different designs and failing all the same, I found a good one. I formed a simple skeleton, and then I basically built different levels of this dark tan rounded shape, and after a lot of trial and error and my wrinkling forehead, I built a pretty secure base. But I think it's too short and I need more pieces. We're kind of low on dark tan, so I think it's time we break some more Lego. All that work. Then I used a new, more part-friendly technique where I actually achieved some awesome shaping, and after a lot more time, the body was built up. I'm actually really liking the way this is looking. It's definitely better than whatever this was. I have another super cool idea. I returned back to the scaffolding and added Doctor Strange, because if you remember, Ned summoned him back with the multiverse portal, and it was such a cool scene. So I grabbed some of those new Bricklink parts, and well, let's just cue the YouTube short. Here's how you can build a Doctor Strange portal ring in Lego form. First, you need to grab a whole bunch of trans orange studs and 1x2 plates. Then you gotta construct a 3-level stack where you place the pieces in this pattern so that they can stay together and so that the plates can curve when they're next to a stud. And if you build a large enough link, you can curve it and form a circle. So after I built that up, I returned to Sandman. Why can't I build a head? I tried so many different designs and spent a lot of days working on this, but I finally settled on one design, and for all the constraints I had, I really liked this product. And I built Sandman some arms, and added both the arms and the head to the build. Now it's time for the finishing touches. I added a bunch of wood, fire, and smoke details, and I added a bunch of rubble all around Sandman. And it's minifigure time. I started adding and positioning all the characters on the build. As you can see here, I made some specific scenes. Here we have Toby and Andrew doing the back cracking thing, Doctor Strange coming through the portal, courtesy of the GOAT, MJ's fall, Doc Ock shutting down Electro, Green Goblin being an absolute menace, and it's done. After 4 weeks of non-stop work, so many different variants, a lot of experimentation, and a bunch of new pieces, it was finally done. It features a massive Sandman attacking the 3 Spideys, along with all the villains on top of the huge scaffolding structure, and it feels good to be done. But this is only part 1. You need to check out this build of Spider-Man via Stock Octopus by TD Bricks, link down below. Thank you all so much for watching, stay tuned for more, and leave a comment down below or Sandman will kill you.